for you to use if you're looking to go deeper. Um, or if you'd like a book to follow along. One of my favorite books, and I'm going to, when I get a breather, I'm going to change our Google Classroom class to utilize this Stepping Up to Google Classroom over the current book. Because the Stepping Up to Google Classroom, we have 6 copies of it, so when you have your account, you can borrow it. We'll look at the sample real quick. She goes through step by step. And so for those of you that would feel more comfortable having a guide to go through, this is going to give you that option. So let me... And so she talks about how to access. She gives you, step by step. So she gives lots of graphics. And the other nice thing is it is updated for what Google Classroom looks like right now. And so many of the older books are still using some of the older terminology, and that is, it's not the end of the world, but it's just, so the content is still good, but you may get confused if you're like, well, it says to go to this, and there's not that option anymore. All right, so Stepping Up to Google Classroom is one that is a really great title. The other titles that I recommend strongly, and this Introduction to Google Classroom is brand new. I haven't even gotten a chance to read it yet, so I have no idea what it's like. But we have Teaching Math with Google Classroom, with Google Apps. And so if you are at all worried about trying to transition over to math, this is a real, and actually I would use it if I'm teaching science, any of those content areas where you are needing to use a lot of numbers and formulas, et cetera, et cetera. And so one of the really cool things with this book is she'll go through and actually give you sample assignments. And so while this book, so like here's a sample math activity. Here's her assignment. And so she actually gives you the templates for this. So one of the things that I will tell you with this book, though, is it is designed with the older Google Classroom. And so she may say things about, like there is no classwork, there's an about. Well, there is no more about in Google Classroom because that's where classwork goes. So just so you know, if she's like, click on about, it doesn't exist anymore. But you can use all of the examples. She has tons of great templates and tons of great ideas for how can you translate what you're teaching into an online format. So I love this book. And then the other books that I recommend are, the 50 things, these are super fun. Just because she gives you some great ideas. But this Google Apps for Littles, oh my gosh, you guys, how much fun can you have in a day? So this one is great too, because they do give you lots of templates and samples, and this is what I've done. And so really great ideas for especially your early elementary and you're worried about how to bring in the integration. And so, they tell exactly what they're going to do, what they do behind the scenes, et cetera, et cetera. And so I love that one. So when you're in Ty Reads, you have access to all of these books that support Google and may be useful for you as you dive in. So feel free to sign up for the Ty Reads account by going to the customizedu.net/library home. If you already have an account, you're good to go. If you need to borrow any one of them, you can just click on the borrow button. And the other really nice thing, and I'm not going to borrow because I don't want to take away a book from anybody. You can read it. If it says Overdrive Read, you can read it in your browser. So you have that option too. How did I get to that page? Sorry, Jenny. I actually just went up to the search box and I typed in Google. I did some high-powered library searching. No, I just typed in Google in the search box in Thai Reads, and then I come up with this collection. So, and that's why I have all these other things too, because apparently they mention Google somewhere along the line. Hopefully this is something that'll be useful for you as you're diving in deeper into your content area and trying to just all of the books give templates and examples, and so I use them. I use them quite a bit. I refer to them often just because it's like I'm always looking for different ideas and ways to do something. So that's number one. Number two is let's dive into Jamboard a little bit more because we really didn't spend much time on it yesterday. And I do want to give you a chance to explore. I also want to spend a little bit of time with Flipgrid so you have time to explore that. So, and actually the feedback was Flipgrid. So we're going to do Flipgrid and then you can come back to Jamboard if you want, if we want to. So let us go to Flipgrid. I just need to make sure I'm in a right spot. Sorry. I don't know that I've cried to you guys yet, but I'm building a class in a different domain. And so remember how I told you good practice is to make a template and then copy paste, copy paste. I have, I think, 4 different domains that I'm building classes in right now. And so it is a lot of work. I don't recommend using lots of different domains. So just saying. So I'm kind of lost right now because I can't remember what I did with, what I want to show you today. Okay, things are looking up. So here are Flipgrid resources. I dropped them in the chat, and I will also make an assignment in our class in a couple minutes as you're exploring. So one of the things with Flipgrid that we can do is I've given you guys kind of some different ideas and different resources, and we're going to go through and look at some of those examples. So yesterday we looked at Flipgrid, but you guys did not get a chance to play around in it. And so Flipgrid, and so if I go to Flipgrid, I'm going to go to Info, and so go to Flipgrid. So when you go to Flipgrid, as a teacher, you're going to need to create an account. And so you can do the educator sign up. So when I click on that, it's going to automatically log me in because I'm already created. So when you click on that, it's going to ask you to log in with either your Google or your Microsoft accounts. And I would go in your Google with your Google account, and so it'll automatically connect. And then every time you go, you'll be able to log in with your TZTS account, and it'll be good to go. So once you've created your account, so I'm just going to give you guys a couple seconds to go in and create an account. And so I'll stop sharing my screen, and you can, in the chat, you do have the link to Flipgrid, and so you can create your accounts. Okay, so when I'm browsing as a guest, and so I'm not logged into anything, it'll look a little differently. So I'm going to go to Flipgrid flipgrid.com. And so I've typed that in the address bar on my browser. And so here, when we're a kid, or if you're participating in Flipgrid, you're going to enter a join code. But you're not a kid, sorry to break it to you. Um, you are an educator. And so you're going to want to sign up as an educator because that's how you can create Flipgrid. And what Flipgrid is it gives us an opportunity to have that video conversation. We can do it asynchronous. Students can record their voices, and you can create short videos really easily. So Flipgrid just gives you so much potential to do things. So I'm going to pop into educator sign up, and here is where you are told that students and participants do not need accounts. And so your students do not need to sign up. As a teacher, you do need to sign up so that you can create the content. And so I'm going to sign up with Google, and I will sign up with my TZ account. And seriously, as long as I can remember a password, we're doing pretty good. Now it's going to come up and it's going to ask me a little bit about myself. And so I do need to confirm that I'm an educator. So I have to go in and provide my birth date there. And then I can also fill out where I'm at. Okay. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to click Let's Go, and it'll take me in. And so once I've done that, now I am in Flipgrid. I can say, I can create a topic, I can share the join code, and you guys are all super dangerous now because you're in. Some of the really awesome things that you can do now. So once you're in, it's going to tell you that you can create that topic. So, excuse me. So I'll go ahead and click on that so you can see how that works. So when you're creating a topic, you're setting up a discussion. And so you want to be able to add your discussion question and modify modify the settings. And then you'll also want to add your students, and that's who can join the discussion. So I'm going to say get started. And at this point, we're going to see, and I do love them because they've made it really easy to navigate their new platform. You have to put in a title. You also need a prompt. And as we scroll on down, you see there's an awful lot of things that you can pick from. I want to bring in a sample real quick and so kind of show you that we don't even have to start from this point of scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and when you're in this create topic option at the top of your screen, you're going to see that discovery. Discovery it used to be called the disco library where you could remix stuff, but discovery is topics that are created by partners of Flipgrid and also by teachers all over the world. And so we can search topics across the top here. And so if there's something you're looking for, and I'm really curious if there is anything for Lakota in there. Ooh, there is a Lakota postcard. Interesting. And so if we wanted to use any of these, we can go into it, we can click on it, we can see what it is. And so you are Dakota. I don't, Dakota's not going to give me any results, you guys. So Dakota, let's try Dakota. Yeah, it gives me the same results with not what I was hoping. We're going to go back to Lakota. I know you're different. I knew Lakota would probably give me some search results. And so this is a postcard, and so you can talk about it's an activity where you're creating a postcard. We can also go in and so I was curious about language and teaching the language, what kind of options you had. So when we're looking at language learning here, for like Spanish, I can come in and say, oh look, here's counting, and I can get some ideas of how could I incorporate counting, or foreign language, what could I do? And so, oh, if I have a video, I can embed that. So it gives you some really good ideas, for how to use this. So that's just a basic search, but I'm going to have us scroll back up to the top. I'm going to click on Discovery again. The stuff at the very, very top is things that are their featured partners. And so here we have stuff on Minecraft, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, Made by Dyslexia, and then that last one that popped up is Wonderopolis. And so you can go in and you can get the wonder of the day. You can also pull up a wonder from Wonderopolis. And I love these because not only it asks you a question, it has you read the article, and then it gives you something to answer. And so you can come in and use that. So let's say we like this one. I'm going to add this topic. And so I need to figure out where I'm going to add it. And so it's just going to be an individual topic here because I don't have any groups. And here is my topic. So I've created a topic. I have everything I need to be successful with this. As I roll on through, here's the article that I'm reading. Here is everything. And so I can, and you're going to notice that it comes up as a private one with the TZTS email already there. And so if I wanted to add other emails, I could, but I would leave it. I would leave it at the TZTS domain just because that'll make it a lot easier. So there you have it. I can now say update topic. And I have my first topic, something that I've pulled in from the wonder of the day. I can share this now with my learners. And so I could share this out. I can share it in my Google Classroom. And so if I share to Google Classroom, because I'm logged in as me at TZTS, you can see that I can pull up my TZTS account. I can choose what I want to do with it. And so I could maybe make an announcement and have that be our wonder of the day. So I'm going to say go. I'm going to put in a cloud. Yeah, those are not very good. So I'll do a sun. I know the sun comes out good. So we'll do the wonder of the day and call it good. I can assign it to everybody, so I'll post it now. And in our announcements now, we've posted the wonder of the day. It's a Flipgrid. If you click on it as a student, you'll be able to click with your Google account. This is who I am. And here we go. Now I can record a response. And when I record a response, I click on this, a video will come up and it'll step me through it. So I am going to leave you alone for just a few minutes and let you guys continue on diving into Flipgrid. So drop your questions in the. So I'm back in my Flipgrid and we're going to do some editing. And so I see the share, I see actions, and then I see the pencil. I can edit my topic. So I'm going to scroll on down. I have a lot of functions on the right-hand side where I can access control, and that is video moderation is one of those things. And so if I turn on video moderation, that means that new videos will be hidden from students until I activate them. Any previously submitted videos will remain active. And so if you guys do make a video now, and I update the topic, so I have to update topic, video moderation is now on, and when you guys respond, I will get notification, and I can see your videos, but you can't see each other's videos. One of the teachers that I worked with that uses this initially starts out with video modification on, just so that they can monitor that. And then as students get more experienced, they allow more, they allow the students to have those conversations. So yes, you can control that. All right, so any other questions, thoughts as you're diving into? I mean, I could make Flipgrids all day just because of the Giphies, and I think they're so much fun. But that's just me.
Question.
Yes.
I put math as my topic
Uh-huh.
and then as my, I don't know what you call it. I said, do I need math in my lifetime? And then I saved it from there. I don't know what I do next.
Okay, so you did a math. Oh,
Yeah.
I can't even find.
I'm doodling.
You're doodling. Good. That is what we're doing. Is we're doodling. So once you've found your math topic, oh, I did something. I don't know, something wonky happened on my search. But once I found my math topic, and I add a topic, then it's yours. And so it goes back to, so I'm going to go back to my topics. So my discussion, and if you added it, now you can edit your topic, and so you can change things if you want to change things. This is where we turned on that modification. You can change how long it is if you need to. And then you'll want to double check that the emails here are the TZTS, and as long as you created it with your TZTS account, you should be good to go. You can add attachments.
Oh, I see.
Things.
I see.
And then if we keep on scrolling, you can activate this. And so if you wanted to activate it, you wanted to schedule it to say I could have it post tomorrow, you can do that. And you can also control your notifications. And so do note that, and what the students can do. once you're done, you just click update topic at the bottom of the screen, and then you have share. And once you've shared it, now you can copy this link, send it out to your students. You can click on the QR code, copy that if you right click and copy image, or you can download it. You can embed it. And so if you have a website, you can embed it. You can share it to Microsoft Teams. You can share it to Microsoft Classroom, or you can share it directly to Remind. So Doc, I love your question. I'm going to ask you, do you want to share the same topic to every classroom? Or do you want to share, do you want everybody in every classroom to respond to the same topic, or do you want to have them broken out by like class periods?
No, I am teaching 3 chemistry classes split into 2 sections, A and B. So let's figure that's 6 classes.
Okay.
I want the same Flipgrid for all my classes, all my chemistry classes.
So you want everybody to hang out in the same Flipgrid?
Yes.
Awesome. Then that's super easy. So what we can do, and so I'm going to share my topic again. So in Flipgrid, I can click on Share to Google Classroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick a class because you can remember that I can assign things, I can share things to multiple classes, but
Right.
I have to start somewhere. I can make it be the assignment, I can make it be an announcement, however I want it to be. I'll make it an assignment in this situation, and I'm going to say go. So at this point, I'm going to say, this is my, this is our get to know you.
Mm-hmm.
Record a video to answer the prompt. Now you'll notice that I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger here so I can see everything.
Oh, 4.
Now over here on the 4, I can pick, and so I only have my TZ and my sandbox class, but I can send it out to all of the classes that I have. Okay, and so I could assign it like that. Did anyone else get booted off? Booted off of Google or Flipgrid? So, but that's how, if you're going to have everybody be in the same one, that is how I do it. If you're not going to have everybody be in the same one, and I'm not going to assign this out to everybody.
Just do it individually.
No. If you are saying I don't have complete menu options in Flipgrid. All right, so let me finish you and then I'll answer these questions. Okay, so if you are like, we want to do this with multiple classes, and you want to have you want to use this topic, but you want to use it 6 different times. You don't want the classes to intermix. You can duplicate your topic, so you can set up one, you can duplicate it. I would rename it so that so it's going to tell me I need to have a group, so that's fine. I don't care.
Right.
So Mike, it looks like you're back in the Zoom meeting though. So this is going to be our chemistry. So chemistry period 1. So it makes me create a group, and so that gives me that capability to now I can duplicate topics. And so here I go. Videos are not duplicated. So I can make a group for each one of my
Classes.
each one of my classes. Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's super fun. I can't wait. I need to come back and see you so I can hear what you guys do with Flipgrid. So Cheryl, you're trying to share a class. Tim is your guinea pig. You guys kill me. So yes, if you only have one student in your class and you uncheck all students, it will uncheck Tim because you only have one student, and so you're sending it to all students. Let me show in mine here. If I shared a Google Classroom, oops, and I'm picking my class and I'm making something and I say go. Now, if I uncheck all students, I can go in and pick. I could just go in and pick whoever I wanted. But if I only have one student in the class and I uncheck all students, you've essentially unchecked. You just don't have anybody to uncheck. So I've spent time doing that. So no worries. Okay, so you guys are all back. So Gary, you don't have complete menu options in Flipgrid. What does that mean? Um, where are you at and what are you seeing, I guess? Do you want to unmute? You can make an entry, but no save, no share. You know what? Let's have you real quick share your screen and then we'll look at that real fast, okay? So Gary recorded a response to the Flipgrid, and so what he did was he came here and he did the recorder response. Thanks, Gary. Okay. So he recorded a response. And so now I can go back to my educator side, which your students can't see. And remember, we turned on that modification because we didn't want everybody to be able to see videos. So I can see that my topic is moderated. I'm going to scroll on down and look, there's Gary's video. I'm just so excited. You guys are so awesome. So now you're going to see here that it is hidden. And so as long as it's hidden, it means that only I, the teacher, can see it. So I'm going to click on it. So it'll bring it up, and so I can see his video. Okay, and so I'm going to go back here. I don't. So they've changed Flipgrid, and so I'm struggling with it too. So don't mind me as I'm going through Flipgrid. So at this point, I can do a couple different things. After I've viewed it, I can, what do I want to do with it? I want to see everything about it. I don't want to see. Okay, so I can see the video, which is great. One of the things that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to do a comment on it. And I'm not sure why I can't do that. I'm sorry. So what I can do now is, so this is an appropriate response, and so I can activate his response. And at that point, we can go back. Everybody can see it. So everybody can see his video now because I've activated it. I'm going to deactivate it again so you don't have to share, Gary. So thank you. So I can hide it again, and now it's hidden. And so this gives me that capability to watch the videos, activate them. I can give feedback, but right now I can't figure out how to do it, and I am really sorry. I haven't played. I don't know why it won't let me do that. So carrying on. So you can normally give feedback. The other nice thing is I can do, if I publish this so everybody can see it, then you could respond to his video. And so you could make a video response to his video also. And so this could be one of those things where you're actually having a small group conversation. What's cool about this is because, like Cheryl pointed out, we can assign to specific students. You could create a book discussion group, for example, and you could say, you know, here's the students that are reading this book, and you could have them be in a Flipgrid group together, and assignment in Google Classroom. You could make that assignment and then they could respond. And so you could have that ability to just assign it to the pieces, parts that you would want to assign it to. So I just think Flipgrid is super fun. So thank you for recording yourself, Gary. I am so proud of you for jumping in there and doing that. So the next thing I want to quick show you in here before we are done for the afternoon is the shorts. When we're looking at shorts, that is, you can record a video to share really easily. And so this is awesome if you want to do the instructions for your assignment, if you want to make a short instructional video on, you know, explaining how to solve a problem. This is a really easy way to do that. Not only can I record myself, I can just record my screen. And so one of the things when we're doing that, and so it's going to come up and it's going to tell me that it's going to want me to allow it to use the microphone and camera, but it's also going to tell me that it can't find my camera because I am on Zoom. So with that in mind, I'll turn off my video and I'll retry. So it's loading my camera. I have the option to record, and so we could see me and I can record, but remember 3 dots. Click on the 3 dots. Always click on the 3 dots. Because here I could upload a clip, I can turn off my audio, or I can record my screen. So if I want to record my screen, this is a really great way to, you know, show the students, you know, this is what I want you to do with this assignment. And you'll notice that when I click screen recording, I actually can have my face in here too. And so if you know, and really having the students see our face is so important just because that's what they connect to. And so being able to click on what I'm going to share, and then when I say share, it'll do a quick countdown. I can then record, I can stop, I can do a little edit. I have up to 10 minutes to do this. And so I just really, it's an amazing resource that you have access to. And I think I have, oh, I'm good. We're all good. But so that is the shorts. And so it stores directly in the cloud, so you don't have to do anything. You don't have to upload. You just can take the link and share it out. So shorts is a really great resource. A couple of the other things that you can explore, the Grid Pals. You can share your profile. And so as an adult, you can share that, and you can say that educators can connect with you. And so you can find educators all over the world that would like to connect on topic areas. You can search if you want, or you can look by grades. And so this can be a really great way to bring in those global connections, to be able to share different, you know, to build those relationships, especially, you know, like a lot of the schools I'm working with where, you know, field trips are not an option this fall. So this is an option to, you know, we can build a relationship with a classroom in another area. So Grid Pals is super fun. Mixed tapes is where you save videos from any topic, and so you can make a mixed tape, and so they're like your greatest hits. Activity goes in, and those are your badges, and so if you're motivated by those, awesome. And so you can see what you've done. And then we go back to discovery and discussion. So that's pretty much Flipgrid. I'm so excited that you guys are dangerous in Flipgrid, and you can start using it. So any questions before we